Alright, in this video we're going to cover my Palmetto State Armory 7.62 by 39 AR build. To give you a little insight on this company. This company here sells either uppers, parts, rifle kits. I bought several rifle kits, uppers from them, and did a lot of builds for people with them in 223. Actually, my 6.8 is one of their uppers, and I had no trouble with it. You know, they have a lot of variables. They have some basic, really low-cost kits, which I built several of them, and they work fine, they shoot fine. I've never had a single problem with any product I bought from this company. So now, like I said, what I did, the thing about them, if you just buy an upper without the bulk carrier group, and I guess it goes on the price, they send it to you in a plain box. But what I did is I bought an upper with a complete bolt carrier and charging handle, and you get these neat boxes like this. If you get a rifle kit, you get one of these, and it's great because you can do a build and you got a nice box if you go to sell it, or you're building it for somebody they're really impressed with it and they like it a lot. And basically that's what we got. We got our upper, flat top. The only thing is this has got a carbine length gas system and a standard A2 flash suppressor, and it's 7.62 by 39 1 and 10-inch twist. And I've heard a lot of things about these. I bought this thing on sale at Thanksgiving. I just got it yesterday. And so what we got is we got the upper with the complete bolt and everything in there. I replaced the charging handle with one that's marked. I got that from Technical Galaxy. I bought them charging handles. I have one on the blackout, on the 6.8, and this. I like to have a visual thing that denotes it's a different caliber. It's just my thing. They cost $30. He laser engraves them, so it's double the price of a standard charging handle. This one comes with a plain one. I took that out and put it on a different build that I was doing. I didn't get the charging handle. What I'm going to do with this, and then, well, gotta gather. My editing skills with my new software aren't that good. So yeah, I got the charging handle. It's something I put on there. And what I'm going to do basically is I do have another lower, but I haven't decided what type of stock I want to put on. So just to test this out, what I'm going to do is take my 300 blackout and just drop this on the lower here. And that's where we're going to go to the range. Hopefully, I don't know, it looks like the way the weather is, I ain't going to be able to do it this weekend. But then again, that's another thing about building your own kits and these uppers, is if you had a 223 or another AR-15, you can actually go with the multi-calibers by just swapping out the loaders. That's a neat thing about these ARs in the system. So stop again. And every time I got the camera on, nothing wants to run right. So all I'm going to do is drop this on there. I got one of these cheap $20 A2 detachable carry handles I got off of Amazon.com. Some of them are good. Some of them are, total junk. It's kind of hit or miss. You got to order a few of them. You order 5 of them. 2 of them are pretty good. The other 3 you just sell somebody else. Alright, so now we're all set, ready to go. We're ready to go to the range. Now, on these 7.62 by 39 builds, all kinds of stories, magazines, this, that. The problem is the AK-47 round is tapered. That's why it's got like a banana clip. And so when you get a 30 round magazine in there, you have to have a straight section to go into the receiver. And then it kind of banana clips out. And a lot of people say the feeding problem is the clips. Because I heard people say, well, I had 5 and 10 round magazines that work fine, I don't have trouble. And 30 round magazines give me a hard time. I went and did some research before I bought this. Really, the Russian ammo isn't much cheaper than 223. You know, so you're not saving much on ammo. The only thing is, if you got a ton of, you know, 7.62 ammo, and as you see, it kind of looks, it does its curve thing here. So, we're going to check it out, and there's a lot of theories. Some people say it's because the magazine's got this weird shape, and the bullet and everything else, you got all these problems. I read an article, one guy said it's not the magazines, it's actually the feed ramps, and if you open up the feed ramps or thin out the one tooth in there or something, that it works better, and that's what he did with his. The reviews on this gun, or this uppers, or the kits, a lot of people say they have no trouble. Of course you don't, you never really know what's the truth. So that's kind of why I got this. I got, and this is a C Products magazine. I forget where I went. I just went and found the person that had them like on sale, and I bought 2 of them. So I got 2 of these mags. I loaded up with 30 rounds. You see there's a little bit of rattle on the bottom, which most of the experts tell me that's a sign of the magazine isn't any good if it rattles when you load it up. But I don't know. What we're going to do is we're just going to take it out. We're going to stick the magazine in there and see if I can fire all 30 rounds right out of the gun cold turkey before we even sight it in or anything. Whenever I get down the range to try out this upper. So we're going to investigate the myths and that. A lot of people stay away from these uppers and conversions because they hear all these problems and nightmares and stuff, and it would be pretty neat. And plus I like to see what the bigger cartridge does on the AR platform. You know, like I said, we got a carbine length gas tube, so I would have liked a mid-length, but building one, you know, putting my own build together would have raised the cost up, and if they're problematic, you know, I'm going to have to try to sell the gun. I didn't want to get too much money tied up in it, but that's what we got, and hopefully in a little while I'll make a video where we just take this out and give it a shot. I'm not going to blame Palmetto Armory because, like I said, I've gotten a lot of stuff from them that works out. It's just trying to stick this particular cartridge in an AR platform that becomes problematic. Okay, so we're going to just look into that. So that's another thing we're going to test out here, another one of my builds. And so until I get out to the range, and we'll take some more videos on this item.